out of here. This is bad. No, I hate to disrupt the video real quick, guys. We gotta get out of here. Oh, please, no. Oh, my heartbeat's racing now. No, no, hang on. Give me a second, guys. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he's gonna pop out. He's gonna give me like a one-hit kill. I just know. Oh, I am still trying to figure out what to do about this animal. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Oh, give me. And there's no getting away from him either. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh. 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 Okay. Where was I? Okay. I'm just gonna hide here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the male character in this game is my first gripe with this game is the. I'm so sorry. I got a little. Okay. Like the male character is worse than the female character in terms of voice acting. It's so generic. It just breaks me out of the immersion. I don't know if there actually was a voice actor to do this role. But the male character is, which I'm playing the male right now. Okay. I wanted to try the male character, so like I had the female character. I'm co-oping with Little Mama because I'm listening to her voice lines. I'm doing the male character in my solo play because I want to check him out. And so far, this dude right here is the most generic Disney voice actor ever. And it's really distracting sometimes. Like, you got like great voice acting in this game. You got really, really good voice acting in this game. I really enjoy the time I spend talking to people, but whenever my male voice actor talks, it's cringe. It's cringe all the way to the moon and back. And it's getting so bad. I am almost ready to delete this character because his voice acting alone is kind of ruining the experience. This world is really cool. Lots of fun to explore. But hanging out with him is not cool. I don't know how to like really articulate like how weird and disconnected it feels to be the male voice actor. I wish they would have hired somebody a little bit more I don't know, just better for the role. And it's got me thinking. I did try to do some research to see if the male voice actor was like a person, because I think this is some kind of male AI. It doesn't even, like, sometimes it doesn't even feel like a real person delivering these lines. It sounds like an AI pretending to be a male actor. And I find that weird because they work so hard to make this world feel so alive. And yet the character that you spend the most time with, if you're going to play the male version, is the most awkwardly voiced character I've ever experienced in a AAA video game. That's weird. I'm about ready to delete him and just pick another female. You have 3 voice options in this game. You got male, female, and then you got the, I guess, non-binary voice. That sounds really weird. Little Mama actually picked that voice. She didn't realize it was the non-binary version of the Navi, male, female. And she's like so disappointed because she made that mistake. And now she's stuck with the non-binary voice. And she's like, I hate it. I I want to get rid of it. It's too late, baby. It's too late, baby. Now it's too late. But I argue that probably the non binary voice isn't nearly as annoying as the male voice. He comes off super whiny. I feel like he makes more noises than the female does when he's moving through the forest. The way he delivers his lines is really off putting. Another thing I noticed when you unlock the Great Plains, again, this is after 27 hours of me fiddling around with this game and getting to know everything, or trying to, I should say. Once you get to the Great Plains, you're going to start noticing lighting issues. Like really weird, like sun is shining, then it's not. Sun is shining, then it's not. Sun is shining, then it's not. So I was a little worried about that. That the more you unlock the map, the more problems start to show with the game. And they have. And I'm like just so bummed out about that. But there are patches coming for this game. I'm confident maybe they will resolve some of the issues as you're exploring the world. It doesn't start to like get like hyper weird. There's weirdness in this game. It's very slight. It's very slight. So it's not as it doesn't break the immersion too bad, but the more I uncover with the map, if I start experiencing more immersion breaking things, you know I'm going to talk about it, right? So aside from the male voice actor being so bad, I might have to delete my male character and start all over again. There is also the level system in this game, and I'm not sure what they were thinking about this. Okay, in Dead Space, if you wanted to level Isaac up, you had to level up his gear and his suits. And that was the truth from 1, 2, 3, all 3 games. So I am no stranger to having to level up your gear, weapons, and your armor stuff. That's fine. That's fine. And your level system, like how much damage you could take and how much damage you put out, is dictated by how well you maintain your gear. Always looking for the best thing next, right? Totally cool. I'm totally on board with that. But there's something really weird with this system. I just got some boots. Okay, so watch my 8 there. Okay, I just got these. That's where I was at. And I put this on. Does nothing. See the exclamation point. So if you don't have a pair of ankle guards, but I got lucky enough to find some. Now watch this. Watch the 8. See that? See how it, yeah. And then we click on this. Okay. So it's that subtle leveling with your gear that I don't think is very good. That's not very good. And of course, like, this right here is underpowered, so I swapped it out with the shotgun. It was actually a very interesting moment. I had the assault rifle, but I don't really use guns in this game. And I think I was in between 6 and 7, level 6 and 7. I had to put that away and slot my shotgun in, and then I got a level boost. It's weird. It's weird. Why? Why make that weird like that? I would even call it tedious. It's this tedious balance of upgrade, a balance system in order to upgrade that makes this game more tedious than it needs to be, right? I have a problem with that. I don't like that. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. Like, what do I hate more? the male character's voice or the leveling system. I would choose the male character's voice. So I don't like it, but I don't hate it, right? Now, some people, I know there's still videos going viral of like, oh, let's call this Far Cry. In the game's defense, like they talk about, they bring up the outpost system in Far Cry games. I've played enough Far Cry games. You go to an outpost, you scout out what's going on down there, you look for the alarm systems. It's usually 1 to 3 alarm systems. You disable those, you kill everybody, outpost is done. Go to the next one. Find the alarm systems, take them out, kill everybody, outpost taken over. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Checkpoints in Far Cry 6. Kill the alarm system, destroy the billboard, kill everybody, checkpoint taken over. Very, very simple, not interesting at all. In this game, you got to take out mining systems, right? So you come across like a little mining outpost. They're probably fracking. So your objective is to take out equipment that destroys the drill or the pump in that mining system, or the mining equipment, right? So you can opt to kill everybody if you want to. You don't have to. If you're sneaky enough, you can just disable the equipment, and then you can destroy the drill or the water the pump, and then you're done. Like, it's a lot more complicated than just scout out for alarms, kill everybody, outpost taken. It's not nearly as generic. And then you have like the bigger facilities, and those are more complicated because you have to work with the machining, like the machines a little different. You have to go around, disable, pull this lever, maybe hack into that unit, maybe tear out some wiring. It's a lot more complicated than that. The difficulty spikes in this game are pretty noticeable. They really are. Like, you are Navi, and you're dealing with people with heavy artillery, so you have to be a lot more sneaky, or a lot more creative, maybe a lot more creative in how you approach situations, because you're never going to be like Superman. I will show up to an area that I'm obviously 2 levels, like I'm a level 8. I could show up to an area where there's level 5 or 6 enemies, and if I'm not careful, I'll get my butt handed to me. And I've experimented, even on the lowest difficulty. Like, things can get pretty tough. This game its combat is not a breeze. You know, you kind of have to weigh your options. You have to be a little bit more aware of your surroundings, aware of what enemies you're dealing with. You have to try to be more strategic. And I think that's really cool. But like, when people say, "Oh, well, it's Far Cry's outposts," no, the mining operations and the mining facilities are not quite Far Cry at all. They're actually a little bit more complicated than that. And you don't actually have to kill anybody. If you were sneakier, you would only have to kill the people you needed to. And then they have to vacate the area because they don't have the resources and the manpower to get that stuff back online. So they have to leave because they don't own the frontier, right? So they're just here trying to do what they need to. And that leads us into the story. Like, what is the story? I know a lot of people like to overemphasize the fact that this is a story about colonization and natives, and maybe there's some political dialogue there that needs to be explored. Honestly, I feel like people are making a bigger deal out of the aspects of colonization with this game than there really need to be. Because the game doesn't actually make that big of a deal out of it. From my experience with the game, the main objective is you need to push the RDA out of the western frontier because they're bad guys, because that's every video game. There's good guys and there's bad guys every video game. It doesn't matter what the lore is, right? Oh, well, this is just a commentary about colonization and the game is so heavy-handed about it. The, you're making a bigger deal out of it than the video game is, honestly. It's a commentary about socialism. You're making a bigger deal out of it than the video game does. I know, because I'm playing it right now. Yeah, there's a sense of tribalism, and the tribes take care of their own. If you want to talk about socialism and make it like the game's being heavy-handed about socialism because of the tribal culture that's thick and it's all around you, like you're making a bigger deal out of it than the game is. I don't really care about the story. I came here to be an alien on an alien world fighting bad guys. That's what I'm here for. And the game is absolutely accommodating my alien on an alien world fantasy. That's all I'm here for. Like people just, you know, trying to whine about colonization and socialism. You are really trying way too fucking hard here. This game is about exploration and survival and overcoming insurmountable odds. That's what this game's really about. And it's cool. It delivers in that way. It really does. But the outpost system, which I'm going to call an outpost system, is, in my experience with Far Cry, is grossly different. It really is. It's grossly different from the outpost system of Far Cry. It's well thought out. It's not just stupid, go here, kill the alarms, kill everybody, outpost done. It's not like that at all. It's a lot more complicated. And the difficulty spikes are there. It doesn't matter what level you're playing on. It doesn't even matter if you're playing on the lowest difficulty. I tested it. I tested the lowest difficulty. Yeah, you can't just run and gun in this game. You're going to get your butt handed to you. So, but yeah, the voice actor is a problem. Leveling your character it's very closely tied to your gear in a almost unsatisfying way. It's a little bit too meticulous for me. The crafting system's cool, but I feel like they pay like I don't know, the leveling system's really wonky. It's not my favorite in a video game. The voice acting from your personal character is not my favorite in a video game. I feel like there was a lot of time spent great voice acting from the people and Navi that you meet in the world, but your character is like so double A, it's not even funny. So I feel like that's a bit of a disconnection. There's some weird lighting issues going on now that we're finally opening the map up a little bit and we're starting to explore like a completely different biome like the Great Plains. And so like there's some more technical issues that were kind of hiding at first. They're starting to rear their ugly head. So yeah, so this is an updated review. The game is like all the points I made in my original video are still here. Still loving the game. I still feel like the side quests that get you out there exploring the world are where the game really shines. I don't really care about the story. It's the story itself, the overarching story is not compelling enough to make me care about it. I know that we need to push the RDA out of the Western territory, and that's our main objective. And we do these mining operation quests to get them to weaken their hold on the region. So maybe at some point we cripple them so badly that they go to the west, or they go to the east or the north or south, and then they become somebody else's problem. And maybe we should care about pushing the RDA out of here, and then they go bully other people. But I don't really care about those people because they ain't helping me, you know? And that's another issue with the game. Like your classmates that you grew up with in the RDA facility, oftentimes you're talking to them on the radio and they're just back there at headquarters. Why are they not out having their own adventures? Why can't you get on the radio and talk to Noor or one of the other classmates, and they're out there doing, they're having their own adventure, and then you guys can exchange notes about the world that you're experiencing? Like, no, they just hang out at the headquarters. You're the only one out here doing anything. How did you get picked anyway, So that's a bit weird as well. But anyway, I just wanted to update my review because this game is so big. Honestly, I feel like my review is going to be in increments. So I had an initial review. That was my initial thoughts. And now I'm kind of getting really settled into the world. And I feel like I have more knowledge about things that should be maybe talked about a little bit more in depth. So this is my intermediate review of the game. It's only 27 hours. So I'm going to benchmark this 27 hours into the game. Here's some things I've observed so far. And maybe my next review of the game will be like 80 hours into the game, because unless something significant happens to where I really feel like I need to chime in and say something else about the game. I don't know. But anyway, so this is my update to the review of Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Things I've noted so far. It's still a captivating experience. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I do have some issues with it. I think somebody had commented in my last review and said I said the word like too much, and because of that, I was stupid, and therefore they didn't want to buy the game because I said like too much in that review. I'm pretty sure I deleted that because, I mean, I don't keep trash talk comments in most of my videos unless I'm getting so many of them, I just don't care to read them anymore. But yeah, so I said like too much in my last video. I hope I didn't say like too much in this video, because if I say like too much, then somebody thinks I'm too stupid and they don't want to buy the game. Again, this comes down to that one thing I warned about, people saying stupid things to justify not playing this game, right? So, yeah. Pretty sure I mentioned that in the last video with all my like. So like, yeah, like this game is not perfect. Like, so you should just probably not play it if like little things bother you. Like, and if you don't like open world games, you probably shouldn't play this one. Like, totally. Like, cause you don't want to play a game if you already like know what it's like already about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, totally. Anyway, that's all I got for now. You all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. And I'm getting like totally stuck in my head. I will catch you all on the flip side.